Alright, welcome to a new project that I'm doing. Now, this is a technology I've been working on for a while. It's not a new technology, but it's a new arrangement of existing technology. Kind of an engineering challenge. This is the moped we're going to be using. So I bought it for $300 off Craigslist. It is a Jiang 2011 moped. The only issue with it is it's missing a battery, and it has about 3,000 miles on it. This is kilometers. But so far, it runs perfectly. What we're going to do is actually remove the gasoline tank and put a hydrogen generator under the seat. Then, hopefully, using energy from the alternator, we can run the engine off hydrogen and oxygen gas just straight into the carburetor without gasoline, effectively creating a self-sustaining vehicle that only uses hydrogen, is powered by itself, and the only thing you're burning is water. So that's the goal of this project, is to create a very small vehicle with a 49cc engine that runs off water and is completely clean with no pollution. And this could effectively change the world, because we can repurpose old engines to run off clean energy, which is only water. It's practically free. It's not free energy, because you're still burning water, but it is a clean energy source. So I'm very excited, and let's get underway. So in order to make this work, I'm going to be testing a combination of different parts and setups, but what we will be using to create hydrogen gas is this dry cell. Now this is a 21 plate stainless steel dry cell, and it's meant for cars to increase the gas mileage by injecting the gas straight into the air intake. Now I haven't tested that. I don't know if it works for myself personally, but that is what we'll be using. I believe it makes about 3 liters per minute of hydrogen gas that will come out of the tube, and we'll have water with electrolyte solution flowing into it. And basically, using direct current, it splits the water back into hydrogen and oxygen, which is an explosive gas, and then we'll take that gas and pipe it straight into the air filter of our moped. And typically, engines will actually run off the hydrogen and oxygen gas without gasoline if the displacement and the amount of hydrogen in there is correct. So we're going to try this with a very small engine, this moped engine, and hopefully see if it works. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes, and because I've had a lot of practice assembling these for other projects, it didn't take me long at all. But this is our progress so far. So we have our water tank right here, and this is going to hold electrolyte, which I have conveniently in this gallon jug. I have some distilled water and potassium hydroxide, I believe it is. Potassium hydroxide makes that water a far better conductor, so that it splits into its constituent elements a lot faster. And go ahead and smash that like button, because this technology could be a huge game changer for the world. So, let's do a quick rundown here. We're going to fill this with water. It's going to flow through this 1/2-inch tube, actually 3/8, into our hydrogen dry cell under the seat. And I'll need to cut holes for the tubes because the seat will kind of squeeze those tubes if I folded it down, but we'll worry about that later. It will go into the generator. When electricity is applied, the water will convert into oxygen and hydrogen gas, which will flow out of this tube back down into the water tank. This gas will then bubble up through the water to prevent any flashbacks or explosions, then go through this tube to a bubbler. The bubbler is also another precaution, and it's filled with water so that the air can bubble through the water, which removes any impurities and prevents flashbacks again. And then the purified final gas comes through this final tube, which I'll cut to size. Now we'll run that tube straight into the air intake and unplug the gasoline fuel filter right there, and we're going to try our best to produce hydrogen using a car battery first of all, and then see if the engine will run just with hydrogen gas going into the air intake. So to clarify, this is very dangerous because I have explosive gas going into an engine, and I don't have any sort of electric start yet because this moped came without a battery, so I'll just be kicking over the engine to see what happens. So I'm a professional idiot. I don't recommend you try this at home yet, but I'm gonna test it and see if it blows up in my face or not right now. So as far as I can tell you guys, this thing just ran for, about 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm 90% sure the carburetor was fully drained because I drained all the gas out of the system and actually just poured all over the ground. And then it ran for a long time, much longer than it would have just off the carburetor. And I revved it a lot, and as soon as I unplugged the inverter, it actually just shut off. So now the only thing left to do is find a way to make this moped create 12 volts and 40 amps of electricity, which we already have the alternator producing some at 12 volts, but maybe, I don't know, with an electric generator or something else, we can produce enough current to keep this thing going and basically be a self-sustaining, water-burning moped, not even one that needs to be recharged. And that's really exciting. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see part 2, where I make this thing actually work, because that is my current project. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys around.